Yeah, I can't guarantee that you're gonna win any money without bets, but we're gonna
I
tell
can
you.
guarantee you this. If you don't bet what I say, you will
Okay.
win. That I've told you, and I'm telling you, that's what you should stick with. Hello, guys, and welcome back to MMA Brothers Podcast. My name is Daryl,
My name's Asher.
and we're talking UFC Fight Night. Alistair Overeem versus Augusto Sakai, the big boys at heavyweight. So, as usual, we're going to start at the bottom of the main card. We're only covering the main card, and we're going to give your predictions, and we're going to tell you what we think is going to happen. Asher, take it away.
Yeah, I can't guarantee that you're gonna win any money without bets, but we're gonna
I
tell
can
you.
guarantee you this. If you don't bet what I say, you will win. That I've told you, and I'm telling you, that's what you should stick with.
Like Daryl
So,
said, we're gonna start at the bottom of the main card. So the main card actually starts with Thiago Moraes versus Jalen Turner. So this is a lightweight fight. Now, do I know much about these fighters? Probably, I'm gonna tell you the truth, I don't really know much about them. This is actually more of like a card with a lot of like new names. So there's a lot of people on here that I'm unfamiliar with. But Thiago Moraes has an MMA record of 13-4 versus Jalen Turner, who has an MMA record of 9-5. It's an American versus a Brazilian. So um I don't really know much, like I said, about these guys, but based on experience, obviously Thiago is 13-4, and so he has more victories and less losses than Jalen. I'm really just gonna bet based on that. I'm gonna go with Thiago. Daryl, who you got?
same thing, guys. Once again, this is it's kind of hard because these are unknown fighters that unless you're like super deep into MMA and you've been following their career and you can correct us if you know about these dudes. Sorry about it that we're making it seem like they're unknown, but I expect this to be a barn burner. 155 is always fun. I expect these guys to come out and try to make a name for themselves. Judging by Jalen Turner's 9-5, and Thiago being 13-4, you kind of lean towards Thiago, but at some point Jalen's gonna, kickstart his career, and I think this could be the fight for him to turn that page in order to stop becoming a 9-5, 10-5, 11-5, 12-5, 13-5. You feel me? Go on that run, but it's a Shark Tank of a division with Habib as the champ. So very interesting. These
Yeah, I
fights
think
usually the 55-pound fights are very, very competitive and usually hand heavy. Other than Khabib, I don't really see anyone just hugging you and sniffing your jockstrap type. You know what I mean? So
I think I've actually heard of seen this guy Thiago Moises, one of his fights. But yeah, he's one of like the lower level fighters in the division, so he just hasn't really made a name for himself. But I'm gonna pick
mhm.
him. Sounds like you're picking him as well. We're gonna move on. So next we have Bartosz Fabianski versus Andre Muniz. What you want to break this one down?
Yeah, once again, don't really know these dudes. I haven't really seen a lot about them. I feel like they're new into the UFC, or they used to fight on undercards before, and they haven't really had any highlight reel knockouts or anything that's gone viral in order for us to pay attention to them. But this is their chance to showcase what they got, and it's at the 185-pound division, the middleweight division. Came with that division easy. Now, from what I can see, 15-3 versus 19-4. Both of these guys know how to win. They probably have their own unique fighting styles. I would say most likely Muniz is a wrestler and Fabianski is a striker, just because jiu-jitsu, Brazilian fighter, and he's gonna know how to get his advantages on the ground.
I think the other guys from
Bart,
Poland probably got a hammer of a hand. So
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
it's
Hammer of
classic,
a hand, yes.
classic striker versus grappler. So
Yeah, and the reason, guys, for the different viewing, usually we go to the UFC website, but I think that they just added Ovens and Alonzo Menifield to this card, and they're chopping and changing because online on Google, this isn't the fight card that they're showing. They're showing Sejari Eubanks as being on the fight
yeah,
card. Same with
because
Ricky Simone and Brian Kelleher. So I think this is why. Who knows if this is even the full fight card? We're just breaking down what we can find, just to let you guys know in case it's something different on Fight Night. Um, but I'm gonna go with Bartosz Fabinski. He's the higher ranked fighter. He's ranked 38. Muniz is ranked 52 in the world. So Muniz can really make a name for himself because you're punching almost 20 places above where you're ranked. So I think he's gonna try to come out there and make a stand for himself. A first round sub. is most likely what I'm going to bet on. So I'm going to go with, but then am I going to go with the guy with the heavy hands, the grappler? I'm going to go with the heavy hands. So I'm going
I'm
to go
gonna go with
Andre
I'm going with
Muniz.
the Polish dude as well. So we're gonna move on to the next one. We got Michel Pereira versus Zalim Imadiev. So I know who Michel Pereira is. He's the guy that like does somersaults, backflips,
He's hilarious.
karate. Like he's doing like more craziest thing. Superman punches off the cage. Like he's a crazy fighter.
If you
And
want excitement, you watch Michel Pereira. That's all I
the
have to say.
only
If you
thing
want
is like
excitement,
he gassed out like like he's actually a beast. Like he's funny and he's weird, he's awkward, but he's super athletic and he's a beast and will KO you. Like so if he can literally handle his fun side, I guess, and just be tame and focus on the strategy, then he should be able to beat Zalim Imadiev. He's a Russian at the MMA record of 8-2. So I'm assuming he's a pretty good wrestler, but Michelle, like I've seen, he's got good wrestling, he's got good striking, good Muay Thai.
he's very unorthodox. He's
Yeah,
very
and he's
unorthodox,
very
so
very
that catches
creative.
people.
So yeah, he can any which way he can win the fight. So as long as he doesn't do any silly stuff, then I'm gonna pick Michelle to win this one. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with Zelim. I just think that someone who's as flashy and crazy as Michelle is so exciting to watch, but he's an idiot because he does stuff like, guys, in one fight, a guy was on the ground with his back like feet up, trying to like kick with his feet. Michelle did a backflip and tried landing on his stomach. The guy on the ground. He tried to do a backflip. Do you remember this, Asher?
I know the fight. Yeah,
Yeah, guys, look it up. Just see, that's why I can't pick him. Anyone who's gonna do a backflip onto someone and try to hurt them that way, can't pick him.
he was
And
like
he's facing what?
breakdancing
Russian?
before. He was breakdancing before the fight too, right? And in the
Yeah.
octagon too, before the fight
And,
started.
and you're facing a Russian? I'm not betting against it. Guys, other than Kutilaba versus that guy, if you tell me Russian fighter versus Brazilian, I'm going Russian. Just because those guys are just different. There's something about Russians that it's like they're just, you know what I mean? They're just cut from a different stone. You know what I mean? Russians are, especially in mixed martial arts, shaved head Russian guy, I'm not betting against him. If he's got a little bit of hair, I'm like, you know what I mean? Shaved head Russian dude, he's got the dub. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go
So
Zalim.
um. Yeah, I'm gonna go with like Michelle, like I said. So we're gonna move on to the next one. So like Daryl said earlier, like this card may change. The UFC is obviously with COVID and stuff, like everything has just been changing day to day, and fights are being announced, some fights are being rebooked and rescheduled and stuff. So usually when you film this earlier, it may not end up being the same by the time the fight happens. But we got Vince versus Alonso here. Vince tested positive, I believe, about 2 weeks ago. So it doesn't make sense that they rescheduled the fight for now. So Vince versus Alonso. Vince fought at a heavyweight, and he was now back at light heavyweight to fight Alonso. And yeah, he looked terrible at heavyweight when he fought. I think what's his name? Ben
Ben
Rothwell.
Rothwell.
Yeah, he fought Ben
Those two
Rothwell.
thick boys, man.
Yeah,
Two
the guy
thick
that
boys.
KO'd Schaub, and Schaub was like reaching for the skies or something.
Yeah, I'm not roasting anyone who's getting KO'd.
Yeah, Schaub, what a guy. He roasts himself. So, anyways, Vince Alonso is an athletic dude. The MMA record 9-1. So it's
Look at those
clearly
hands, man.
they're
Guy's
literally
beast.
feeding Alonso with Vince. Like I don't know what it is. I just love to see Vince get KO'd or something.
I love it too, man, because you're a
Yeah.
waste man. Ovin's a waste man. You know
Dana
why?
loves feeding him to the sharks.
Because Ovins has so much potential. He's just there's certain fights like Ovins, throw something, you lazy bastard, man.
He always hugs. He's like 205 Woodley. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. He's never on the front foot. He's always backing up, and he's always throwing that left high kick once around. Ovins, throw it more than once around, you piece
And then
of
by the
crap,
third
man.
round, he's gassed. I'm like, yo, you
By the third
five
round,
punches.
he starts off the fight gassed. I don't know how. Like the guy walks in the cage gassed. Like, yo, Ovens, man, throw something.
Like, yo, like the fight just started. Why are you so gassed?
Like against Ben Rothwell, Ben Rothwell was moving forward the whole time, and then Ovens threw like one punch, and he gets clinched up against the cage and he's breathing heavy. Hey, Ovens.
Hey,
Hey, man, come on.
And the funny part is that like I used to know he was gassed when there was crowds before COVID, and now that there's no crowds, and then like the mics are there, you can just hear him breathe. Just, I'm like,
And
yo,
hey guys,
ass
anyone
man.
who's listening to this thing say, hey, these guys are the two out of shape guys talking about how the guys out of shape. That's not what we're talking about. What I'm saying is, hey, Ovens, throw more. That's all we're saying. Did you just
Hey, he's
let
got the
hands
Von
go, man?
flu. He's got the Von flu, but he's just
That's all he's relying on, dude. Hey, man,
yeah.
give me a guillotine, stick his neck out, and then just, Von Blue. But
Von Preux.
this I'm gonna go with Alonso because Alonso, with his record of 9-1, clearly he's only disappointed or had a bad performance once, and he didn't get the dub. Ovens, on the other hand, is the most disappointing fighter, most likely in light heavyweight, because he has so much potential and he just doesn't tap into it, and I don't know why. So,
You should take a page from Neil Magny's book. He got no potential, but
oh my God,
he
no, no,
works
no, 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 no,
hard.
no, 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 no,
He's
no, no, no,
always
no, no, no,
moving
no, no.
forward. Neil Magny's the man.
Hey, if the
So
UFC
I
wanted
got
to ruin their brand, they're gonna promote Neil Magny as the next welterweight. So if they want to ruin their brand, they can go.
so yeah, I got Alonso in this one. Who you got?
I got Alonso too. I'm not telling anyone to bet on Ovens,
I'm
bro. But
not
then
telling
again,
people to put their money in Ovens. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So next we have Overeem versus Sakai. Who you got?
Alistair just knows how to get it done because I feel like Augusto's just another what's that black dude? Jarzinho,
His MMA
right?
record's 15-1.
Yes, but I feel like he's another Jarzinho's and he's just hand heavy because Augusto doesn't take you down. Like he's just gonna accumulate, he's gonna move forward and strike. And if there's something Alistair knows to do is avoid strikes.
Right.
So it's a 5 round fight. Augusto, I think this is his first 5 round fight. Alistair has seen it all, done it all. I mean, even against someone as deadly as Jarzinho, he beat him up for 5 rounds, and then Jarzinho just landed a lucky punch at the end when Alistair was gassed, right? So I'm gonna go with Overeem. I just think if Overeem can take a shot from Ngannou and then fight after that, there's nothing this dude is scared of. You know what I mean? Like if I got blitzed with Francis's power, sent it to orbit like he was, you know, Alistair's no slouch on the ground. He can choke you out. He's no slouch against the cage. He can do anything. I think he has more weapons to win than Augusto does. I'm going to go with Overeem based off of the fact that he has seen better competition. He's a seasoned veteran, and if there's something he knows what to do is avoid strikes because he's got what 60 pro MMA fights or close to like 65, and he has how many kickboxing fights? He's seen guys like Augusto before, and he's dealt with them. So I'm gonna go
Yeah,
with
I'm gonna
Alistair.
go with Overeem as well. Overeem, I feel like Overeem's fought everyone in the UFC heavyweight division. It's like who hasn't Overeem fought, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe no, he's fought Curtis Blade, so I was gonna say not Curtis Blade, he's fought him. He's fought everyone. So yes, Augusto Sakai, his record seems nice, but like also Overeem's been there, seen it all. Like in the Rosenstruck fight, like he was winning it until the last 5 seconds when he got hit.
And guys, it wasn't even
He
close. Like Jarzinho did nothing for
Overeem,
5 rounds.
Overeem won all of those rounds. He just got tired in the last 10 seconds and got caught. And then he beat Walt Harris, which was pretty sad in his last fight. After the incident with his daughter and stuff. So Overeem's back and I think he's just gonna beat Sakai. I don't see Sakai beating him anywhere. Overeem's too talented
And
of
it's
a
a
man,
5 round. It's
and
a
it's a
five
five
round
round
fight.
fight.
It's the
So
big boys, so
yeah,
anything could happen. But still, it's a 5 round fight. I don't see Augusto lasting more than 3 rounds, maybe 2.5.
I think
He's gassing.
Overeem is definitely gonna have the better cardio compared to Sakai, in my opinion. And yeah, I think Overeem, if he doesn't get it done early, he'll be able to get it done later, probably with Muay Thai in a clinch or something like that, or a submission. Actually, not better, not submission. It's gonna be like Muay Thai on the a clinch. I can see him landing some knees or something, and then finishing the fight there. So we both got Overeem. So that's our preview for this fight card. I know it's not the most exciting one, guys, but hey, every fighter has to get paid, right? So they gotta fight to make their money, and we gotta cover them. So
And you're gonna make a name for yourself. So I'm excited for this one, as
yeah,
well as not being excited because I don't know anyone. But that's the exciting factor of not knowing anyone. So like you don't
it's
really know what
weird
to
because
expect.
like some of these fight cards where like you don't really know a lot of these fighters actually tend to be
Well,
really really good fight nights.
I think there was more hype behind this weekend than this weekend's fight than this one, and I think this one's going to be a better card,
Yeah,
personally.
A lot of these fighters are trying to make a name for themselves. The bigger name fighters, like some of them obviously like Costa, Paulo Costa and whatever, they're exciting all the time, or Justin Gaethje. But a lot of the more established named fighters, they don't like to take a lot of risks in the fight. So like the fights tend to be more boring. But with these up and comers, like they are out there to earn their money and make a name for themselves. So they bang and they make the fights exciting. So anyways, guys, you can follow us on Instagram and MMA Brothers Pod. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you thought in the comments. And we appreciate it. And we're going to hit you with the post fight once we're done watching these fights on Saturday, September 5th. There are any last words?
Nope. Like, comment, subscribe to MMA Brothers Pod. Let us know what you think. Let us know who you got. If you know these dudes and we should know them, who you got, let us know. We out.